my heart up when the rest of me is down. And you enchant me even when you're not around.
If there are boundaries, I will try to knock them down.
And I'm latching on, babe. Now I know what I have found. I feel we're close enough. Could I lock in your love? I feel we're close enough. Could I lock in your love?
Now I got you in my space. I won't let go of you. I got you shackled in my embrace, latching on to you.
I'm so encaptured, got me wrapped up in your touch. Feel so enamored, hold me tight within your clutch. How do you do it? You got me losing every breath.
What did you give me to make my heart beat out my chest?
Ladies and gentlemen, if everybody could please be upstanding to receive the bridal party. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Please be seated. Angie?
Huh?
Okay, guys?
Yeah.
Right. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and a very warm welcome. My name is Craig Flowers, and I'm a registered celebrant with Independent Humanist Ceremonies. And today is going to be a wonderful day, which Kevin and Eloise would like you all to enjoy. Now, it means a great deal to them both, and many of you have travelled to be with us today. Each of you is a very important part of this day, as you witness a commitment that Kevin and Eloise are going to be making to each other. They want to make a declaration of their love in the presence of those whom they love, and whose friendship that they cherish. Eloise and Kevin have chosen a humanist ceremony in order to celebrate their commitment to each other, because they think it best represents how they feel. But we hope that each of you, whatever your beliefs, will enjoy this ceremony. In compiling much of it themselves, they hope to express more profoundly their love for each other and their appreciation of you, the people who are most important to them. We also hope that each of you will enjoy and appreciate a meaningful ceremony which reflects this couple's attitudes, which have been shaped by their shared experiences. Now, I'd first like to thank our maids of honour, Catherine and Megan, her bridesmaids Michelle and Nicole, her best men George and Sean, and her ushers Paul and James. Their very handsome page boy Ethan, and of course their beautiful flower girl Larissa. But a particular mention must also go to Eloise and Kevin's parents who are here today to share in this special occasion. Elaine and George and Linda and George are here displaying their approval and to give their support to these two, their loved ones. Marriage joins two people who trust in the love that they've found. It's a partnership in which they can each grow and be their true selves whilst they share in the development of each other. It's a statement to all of those around them of what the two of them already know, namely that they wish to share the love, the friendship and the support that they found in each other for the rest of their lives. The marriage ceremony provides an opportunity for family and friends to be together in one place and for everyone to celebrate the happiness of the married couple. But Kevin and Eloise want today not just to be a public celebration of their union, but also a day to acknowledge the support of you, their family and friends. They do know it is often with the help and support of those around them, as well as from each other, that they will get through the harder times they may face. And so, ladies and gentlemen, to these two who stand before us, not two new individuals coming together, but two individuals strengthening their bond, celebrating a continuing partnership, celebrating their love for one another and celebrating the life that they share together. But how did all this come about? Well, Eloise and Kevin first met on nights out in Shorts about 7 years ago. A real spark was apparent from the get-go. I'm told that it took a wee bit of chasing from Kevin to win her round. She did eventually win around his charms, and then they exchanged numbers. From here, things really went from strength to strength, and before long they both found they'd fallen deeply in love. As a couple, they enjoy socialising with friends. The occasional trip away, a romantic meal out together. They enjoy their caravan trips around Scotland and following Celtic's fortunes, but they are happy simply relaxing in each other's company, as they really are the best of friends as well as lovers. Their relationship has also been bolstered by the love and the friendship that's formed between Eloise and Kevin's son Ethan. It's okay, Ethan, yeah? Good man. Now in July of 2017, Kevin decided at the time it would be right to pop a big question. They'd spoken and indeed joked about marriage, but Eloise didn't know that Kevin really did want to propose. So on a trip to Gran Canaria, he planned to propose on a secluded beach, but unfortunately he couldn't find it. Well, undeterred, they got a taxi back to the hotel where he did go down on one knee. And so after a fair bit of shrieking and jumping up and down with excitement, Eloise was of course delighted to say yes. If anything, becoming engaged has brought them even closer to each other. And that, ladies and gentlemen, has brought us all to today. What we have is a couple who are very much in love and wanting to share the rest of their lives together. Now, to represent this loving and sharing relationship, Kevin and Eloise are going to have a traditional Scottish hand fasting, and as such will be tying ribbons around their joined hands as a way of confirming their union. You want to bring your hands out, palms up. Ethan, do you want to help as well, Larissa?
One then.
Yeah, do you want to help? No. You can help me out there, Ethan. Come on up there, buddy. Now, what I want you guys to do, you can do it on your own then if you want, buddy. What I want you to do is, if you take the very end of that, if you put your hands on top of his, that's perfect. And if you put it up so Eloise could take it in her thumb there. So you put it just where my finger is in there, and you take a good grip of that. And then if you go back to the other side, that's it. And what we're going to do is, if you take the end of that, and we'll put it in there where my finger is now. You got it, and you get a good grip of that?
Yep.
Now, we'll give this one to Dad, will we? So what we'll do, she can stay there and help you if you want, buddy. Okay, what we're going to do is, if you take the end of that one, and what we'll do is we'll give this one to Dad, so it's in there.
Thank you.
Dad, get a good grip of that.
Right.
And back around the other side, buddy. And we'll take the last one. And can you do the same? Give it so Dad's got it in there. Have you got that, mate? Okay, don't I think that deserves a big round of applause, right? Now, ladies and gentlemen, hand fasting is an ancient Celtic marriage ritual. And if you've ever wondered where the expression tying the knot came from, well, now you know. It's a symbolic way of showing that they're joined to one another. And although originally the idea was that they'd be betrothed for a year and a day, Kevin and Eloise's hand fast will be for life. Now, hand fasting is no knot of steel. They're not handcuffed to each other by force. But this will be a strong knot because it's their will to make it so. May it never come undone under the strain and storms of life. May it sit lightly and pleasantly upon you. You may walk through life, hand in hand, mind with mind, and heart to heart. And now if I can ask you both to please repeat after me. Today I marry my friend.
Today I marry my friend.
The one I've laughed and cried with.
The one I've laughed and cried with.
The one I've learned from and shared with.
The one I've learned and shared from.
The one I've chosen to support.
The one I've chosen to support.
Encourage and give myself to.
Encourage and give myself to.
Today I marry the one I love.
Today I marry the one I love.
And now without letting go, if you draw your hands towards yourself, you take a wee step back here, buddy. They've tied the knot, ladies and gentlemen. These cords came as two, but they leave as one. So they're tied, so you're tied. So hold them safe as a symbol of your individual love for one another and in respect of your joining. And now up until this point of the service, the rings have been carefully and safely looked after by the best men. So can you pass me the rings now, please, guys? Whoa. I'll give them back to you in just a second, okay? Now, ladies and gentlemen, these rings are very important, and they have to look their absolute best before Eloise and Kevin can give them to each other. So what we need, ladies and gentlemen, is someone very skillful and very clever to come up here and shine them up for us. And fortunately, we've got just such a man here today. So Ethan, can you come up with a wee cloth and polish these up so they're nice and shiny for Eloise and Dad? So give it a wee breathe on it first, then wipe it in there. And once it's nice and shiny, you give it back to the boys. Is that nice shiny enough? Good man, if you pass it back to the guys. And this one as well, mate. Good man. That's it, give it a good wee rub. And nice and shiny, once it's nice and shiny, give it back. Are they ready to go now, guys? Yeah? Excellent. I think that deserves another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. So now that the rings are ready, it's time to move on to the formal part of the ceremony. Eloise, Kevin, it's time to make your legal commitments to each other. So Kevin, if I can ask you to first please make your legal vows, will you please repeat these words after me? I call upon these persons here present.
I call upon these persons here present.
To witness that I, Kevin Barr.
To witness that I, Kevin Barr.
Solemnly and sincerely declare.
Solemnly and sincerely declare.
That I accept you, Eloise Janczak.
I accept you, Eloise Janczak.
As my lawfully wedded wife.
As my lawfully wedded wife.
And now can you hand Kevin and Eloise's ring, please?
No.
If you want to listen.
There you go.
And now, Eloise, if I can ask you to please make your legal vows to Kevin, will you please repeat these words after me? I call upon these persons here present.
I call upon these persons here present.
To witness that I, Eloise Janczak.
To witness that I, Eloise Janczak.
Solemnly and sincerely declare.
Solemnly and sincerely declare.
That I accept you, Kevin Barr.
That I accept you, Kevin Barr.
As my lawfully wedded husband.
As my lawfully wedded husband.
And now can you hand Eloise Kevin's ring, please? If you'll place these.
Oops.
Just keep going.
Kevin and Eloise, you've chosen to marry. You've now pledged your love, your respect, and your commitment to each other. You've promised to stand by each other through whatever your lives together may bring. Following the declarations made before me, and in the presence of these witnesses, it's now my pleasant duty to pronounce you husband and wife. As you seal this moment, I ask you and everyone here present, family and friends, the immediate circle of love within which you dwell, to treasure the memory of the happiness of this special day, and to join with me in wishing you the greatest happiness and success in your future lives together. Kevin, you may now kiss your bride.
Up there.
Still kind of there, but we'll get it.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, when we listen to our pianist play some more specially selected music, and bridal party are going to sign the marriage schedule. So can I please ask George and Michelle to join us in order to witness that signing. Now, once our official photographer has taken his photographs, please then feel free to come forward and take any with yourselves. But if everybody could please stay assembled here in this room while we do complete this part of the ceremony. Thank you. You guys feel about that way? You go that way, mate? Yeah, pull the chair out for everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure that you've all felt warmed by this occasion and recognise that this ceremony has been a meaningful one for everyone here. May you always reflect upon these proceedings and recall the happiness of this day. In a moment, celebratory drinks will be served and you can toast the bride and groom. But just before that happens, after our bride and groom leaves, we'd like everybody else to make their way down the stairs. You'll be given confetti and we'll get everybody outside for a big confetti shot before the rain's held off for us. But to conclude, I'd like to thank you all very much for being here on this very special occasion. Please enjoy the rest of the day. And finally, I'd like to give my own personal good wishes to Kevin and Eloise, and if I may, give them some advice in the form of a little poem. To keep your marriage brimming with love in a loving cup, whenever you're wrong, admit it, and whenever you're right, shut up. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if everyone could please be upstanding, it gives me the greatest pleasure to present to you Kevin and Eloise, the Mr. and Mrs. Barr.
please, that's wrong. If I can please ask all those who are able to be upstanding. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and let's raise the roof for the new Mr. and Mrs. Ball. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated.
Oh, sorry.